There, we're live. This is the 317th recording of the Saturday service with Rabbi Brian. I'm Rabbi Brian, and I'm joined by the people. Hello, the people. Hold on a
Hello.
second. They're waving. Hold on. Keep waving, people. There we are. They're the people. Hello, the people. Glad you guys are here. Let me go back to this camera. Let me just take a moment to look at your faces. Hello, faces. Hello, people. It's good to see you. Good to see you.
Good to be seen.
Yeah, it is. It is good to be seen, isn't it? We're all starving to be seen. Some of us are more subtle about it. And some are playing a longer game. But we all want to be seen. I wasn't going to start with this, but what the heck? Let's start with it. Everyone wants to be seen, and if you're new around here, it's going to be amazing how everyone's going to have the same answers. Not only do you want to be seen, but there's more to love than just being seen. You also want to be
Heard.
accepted, right? S, seen. A, accepted. The next one's going to start with the letter
U.
U. Okay, so we all want what? We all want to be seen. We all want to be accepted. We all want to be understood. And finally, we all want to be
responded.
We want to be responded to. We want there to be some action to it.
Yeah.
Good job, team. I want to tell you what I want this group to feel like. There was a 2017, you might remember the internet was much purer back then, and there was an article I saw of a woman who brought her seeing eye dog, her canine companion, to a furries convention because she didn't know. And if you don't know what furries are, this is a subset of humanity that enjoy dressing like furry animals and interacting with each other. So this woman sees a sign that the local Holiday Inn is having a furries convention, and she shows up with her service animal. And all of the people who are there as furries played with the dog and made her feel comfortable and made her feel not like she completely missed a memo. And I thought that's the feeling of welcome that I hope we can give each other. And that being said, last week we had fewer than ever slights against the current administration. I'd like the number to go down to 0. I'd like the number to go down to 0 because if somebody with a different worldview is going to come and feel accepted, loved, understood, responded to, they're not going to show up if offhanded comment. You can imagine if someone's making just a small little racist dig, just a little homophobic remark. If they're saying something that hits you hard, y'all understand what I'm saying? I feel like I'm babbling a little bit.
You mean like that pastor you mentioned last time?
Yeah, it's a great example. Pastor Roberts came and he mentioned something in the name of Jesus, and we all flipped out a bit. And I want Pastor Roberts, should he ever show up here again, to feel completely welcome. I want people to feel welcome in whatever their political, and that means we're going to have to curb our tongues a little bit. This reminds me of this. That it takes some time to learn. We're not going to instantly change our vocabulary and be kind to the people. We're not going to instantly do the right thing. It's going to take a little bit of learning. I'm not going to go over the learnings today. I want to talk about... Wait, what do I want to talk about? Oh, Annoyance Bingo. I have a few things we have to talk about. Annoyance
Can I make
Bingo.
one more comment? I'm sorry, I'm very
Yeah,
talkative.
go ahead, Mary.
When I think of this group, I think it's where could you find such diversity of people that are interacting? That's what I think is so wonderful. It's just like you've got all these people from here, there, and everywhere, and all these different viewpoints. And
I see a lot of old white people is what I see.
But to me, I love
and
the
Dennis, we
viewpoints.
got a chocolate chip in the mix, or little oatmeal raisin, or a little bit what we got. But there is a great, and I don't want to take that away. There's a great diversity of a lot of, but let's also look. This is a pretty fucking white group.
Yeah.
Older too, but thank you, Mary.
I'll shut up now.
Well, we are going to talk about God. We started last week, and I asked people, and I'm going to ask you to write if you want to share, and you don't have to, but if you would like to share your God beliefs, you can do so in 4 sentences or less. And I wrote out some words here so I would get it right. Oh, come on now. Oh, here it is. 4 sentences. It can be, what do I mean by the word God? What do I experience when I use the word God? What do I define the word God? How do I define God? How do I understand God? What do I believe about God? And then we've been practicing, folks. We were and this is just how things go, of doing things in first person singular statements. Is I think that God is blank, or I feel, or we've talked a lot about preferring I statements to you statements, or one ought to statements. And last week there were some brilliant loopholes happening where people said the phrase, I believe that you will know da 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 da. I believe that one should da 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 da. That's not an I statement. I mean, it starts with the I am, but it's not an I statement. So we're looking for I statements, 4 sentences. How do you understand the word God? What do you believe about the word God? How do you define the word God? What do you experience about the word God? What do you mean by the word God? And we're going to have to do this thing, and Mary, thank you for bringing it up. We're going to have to keep an open diversity of opinions. And if somebody says something about, I hope I can get both of these thoughts out. Somebody says something and it's off from your theology by less than 70%. Why are y'all laughing? If their theology is 70% or more correct, what are you going to do?
Let it pass.
Just let it pass. Just let it pass. And the other thing we're going to do, I taught this to all my high school students. Somebody shows you a picture of a baby, you say, oh, what a beautiful baby. I don't care if it's the ugliest child you've ever seen in your entire life. I don't care if it looks like Frankenstein's monster. Somebody shows you a picture of a baby, you say,
Oh, what a beautiful baby.
oh, what a beautiful baby. And you do that because that's just what you do. They love the baby, you have to love the baby. Somebody says a theology you don't necessarily care for all of, but it's at least 70% accurate, you are going to do the, oh, look what a wonderful baby routine. And you're going to say, oh, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts about God. Oh, what a beautiful baby. Ground rules have been established. Okay, so if you would like to share 4 sentences of how you see God, and let me ask, I'm going to give an option. Hello, beautiful people. Option, do you want to do small groups, or do you want to take a few moments of time and then do big groups? Let's do small groups. Small groups?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I see a few nods. I have two hands that are up, John and Dan. And
Dan was
Larice.
up first.
I actually just want to go back a sec to what you said about political content. And I don't think you're saying that, for instance, it would be inappropriate if I were a God person to say, I don't think my God wants us to commit genocide. That's a political statement in a way today. What we're trying to avoid is making it personal against individuals, I think, which may be inappropriate. Am
Thank
I right?
you, Dan. Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone, good behavior. Which is so unspecified. They also tell you that when you're teachers, don't say quiet down, because quiet down is not a volume. Be silent is a volume. Okay, go ahead, John, and then Larice.
I just had a problem with who is to judge whether somebody's theology is 70% correct?
Oh, right. I know exactly who that judge is. It's you.
No, it's not.
Okay, it's sure
You
not
didn't
me.
say correct. You said consistent with your own, didn't you, Brian?
No, I heard the word 70%
Okay.
correct.
I apologize.
70%. I'm a
I
little
was
feel like
wondering,
I'm
like,
in the
who
wood.
else is it going to be if it's not me?
Okay, so does it matter? Let me ask a question. Do we need to answer this question?
Yeah, it's not correct. It's aligned.
Aligned with your own?
Yeah,
Thank you. I don't know whose voice that was.
that was me.
I'd
Yeah.
say
Thanks,
even
Ann.
if it's not aligned, that you should respect that person's
Yeah.
outlook. Even if
Okay.
it's not
Amen.
aligned, let them speak and just kind of listen with an open mind.
I like that. And then at the end say, what a beautiful baby. Larice, you had your hand up.
What happened to the irritation, the 5
Oh, the
irritations?
bingo. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you for bringing us back on track. Annoyance bingo is a thing. If you came and there was a homework assignment to make a list of 5 things that you found, make a list of 5 things that you were annoyed by this week. You can make the list right now. 5 things that you were annoyed by last week that you think you'll be annoyed about again this week. And then we'll get to the God thing. This might actually be wonderful timing that we have a little bit break before we go back to that. 5 things that are somewhat annoying. How many people want to play Annoyance Bingo? The cash prize is $100.
Oh,
American.
And then we
Yeah.
get to be annoyed that you don't pay us.
oh yeah.
You can make that a square. But then if I pay you, you lose and you have to give the money back.
The winner should donate to ROTB
We
to
can do
donate
that.
their winnings. So
Okay.
there you go.
The question is, who wants to play? So whoever wants to play Annoyance Bingo, send me an email and I'll send you the bingo card. Send me and the game of Annoyance Bingo is there's going to be a bingo card and it's got 24 boxes. Most of them minus 5 are filled, and those are 5 things you get to put in that personally annoy you. Like not being able to control everything. Whatever annoys you,
All
put
the
down.
boxes.
And whoever gets the first full bingo, take a picture of your card, send it to me, and $100 is yours.
Yes.
Now the game that we're actually playing is to notice that the things that annoy us aren't really as annoying as the interpretation we make of them. Because next week we can all laugh as Maria's going to be like, yes, traffic jam! So if you want to play, send me an email. I'll send you the bingo card. $100 is awarded next week to the first person to win. Good. Okay.
I already sent my email, so.
I'm confused.
You can win. The annoyance game, Larice, is just to see, is our friend Lee back this week? No. Oh, the annoyance game is to see, can we change our outlooks towards annoyances? Is it possible, and apparently it is, to look forward to things that previously have annoyed us? And the
I understand that.
Okay.
I understand that part, but I don't understand the bingo thing. That's
if you send me an email, I'll send you a bingo card of things that are annoying. And anytime you get one of those annoying things to happen, you check off that box on the bingo card. And if you get 5 in a row, you get $100.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Maria.
Yeah, I have a little example of how the annoyance level can change. So the deer have eaten my tulips out front, which has really annoyed me.
What deer do?
I know, but still wrong. Like, that's not an excuse. But I was at the grocery store the other day.
They're deer.
I know.
Okay.
But they can eat the cedar tree. I don't care if they munch on the cedar tree.
Did you put up a sign?
No.
Okay, I'm just saying they might not know. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right. So I was at the grocery store the other day, and I come out and I can hear this pecking. And I know immediately that it's a flicker, because the flickers are all around right now, pecking. And I look up, and there's a flicker just underneath the roof on the grocery store, pecking away, and it's got a hole. It's got a hole in the wall. And I think it's funny. I think it's funny, and I take a little video of it. But I know that if it was happening on one of my pieces of, land,
so it's not the animals; it's whose house the animals are eating.
Yeah, kind of thing, right?
I like it.
So,
I like it.
The same behavior. Although, I would like to say that I met a deer this morning on my walk who was munching on someone else's tulips, and I tried to stop it. So
you are like a vigilante for justice.
Yes, I was not successful, but I did try.
Well done. A flicker, I'm assuming, is like a...
It's in the woodpecker family.
Woodpecker?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a lot of western red flickers here, too.
Okay. I have a little fact that if this does not get your juices going for biology, there's something off in you. Woodpeckers, when they go and they peck at the wood, they pull their tongues back in their mouth and push it up over their brain so that they don't have a concussion while they're pecking.
Really?
Isn't that the coolest thing?
That is the coolest thing.
Wow.
And then
They never thought to quit pecking. They just
kept going. My question is, what does your brain taste like? Anyway, we wanted to talk about God. We wanted to hear some people talk about God. Hi, Alan and Andy. Glad you're here. Hi, Emily. Hi, Ruth. I didn't say hi to a whole group of people. James and Greg and Julie and Steve. Gord and Rena and Ben. Hi, Rena and Ben. Carol. Ron. And I think I started saying hi to people after Carol and Connie. Harold and Connie. If I missed you, I apologize. Theology time. Somebody got a 4-sentence theology they wish to read? I got you, Ron. Hold on, let me see if there are other people who want in at this level. Okay, Jack, Ron. Would the other people be more comfortable in a smaller group?
Yes.
Okay. The person has spoken. Alex, could you push us into 7-minute rooms of 5 peoples apiece? And if you don't want to go into a breakout room, just stay here with me and we'll chat. And otherwise, we're doing a few minutes on what do you mean when you say the word God? What does that word mean to you? and everyone's going to be nice, even if your theology doesn't roll up very neatly.
All right, I'm ready when you are.
I'm ready.
We decided to stay in here with you,
Okay. Thank you, Rena.
if that's okay.
Yeah. I don't think you can do this very wrong. No, nobody's figured out how to do this wrong yet. How you feeling, Steve?
I'm out of the hospital for a change, so that's good.
A
3
little-
visits in 3 weeks is enough.
Good.
2
Oh.
weeks in the hospital?
3 visits in 3 weeks. It was
3 visits in 3 weeks.
been a roller coaster, but I'm doing okay.
Okay. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Sorry to hear. Glad you're back. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Mary. Hi, Alex. Maria. So I don't know. I can't tell from. Hi, Carol.
Nobody was in my breakout room.
Well, welcome to this one. You don't
Would you
take
like
it
me to
personally.
assign you to a different one, Carol?
Yeah, I was in room 4 and there was no one else there.
Okay, let me move you. Try that.
How come they're not working?
We can hear you, Loretta.
I'm sorry. I'll mute.
Wait. No. When I meant we can hear you, that was a good thing. That meant if you wanted to talk, we can hear you.
Oh, my earbuds wouldn't connect. I have to fix that.
Glad.
Good
you're
morning.
here.
I'm sorry I'm late.
It's all right. So the topic at hand, Loretta, is hold on. Sorry. The topic at hand, and this is too far in a deep end, I'm going to guess for you, without a moment of prep time, is people were looking to say 4 sentences they had about what the word God means, what they believe about the word God, or anything they got. And I don't know, just because you're in this group, Mary and Ruth and Rena and Ben, Maria, all of you, Alex, I don't know if you're in this group because you timed out of another group or if this was you wanted to share about God in this group. Either which way, I brought my own. I have some thoughts about God, but I don't want to start. But I will if nobody else wants to.
Go for it.
Here's what I got. All right, I'll go. My turn. I wrote, why would God care about teams? I wrote, why would God hide? Why would God hide the treasure map or hide anything at all? I wrote, why would God obfuscate? Which is a fancy word for make things more complicated, which I thought was kind of funny to use that word intentionally to make things more complicated. So why would God make anything more complicated? And then my 4th question is, why would God want? I know none of those are statements, those are all questions.
But you're assuming that there is a God.
I'm not, Ruth. If there is a God, why would God care about teams? If there were a God, why would God hide the treasure map or hide anything at all? If there were a God, why would God make things more complicated? If there were a God, why would God want? Why would God have wants?
Well, if there was a God, why would the world be blowing up?
That's a great question.
Mary has her hand up.
Go ahead, Mary.
Yeah, I know I wrote this in the chat last week, but just to me, it's a very simple thing. God is love.
Uh-huh.
That's just my, I mean, I feel like I've just broken it down to the very basic thing. I mean, and everything else is details. And to me, the details aren't that important, but to a lot of people, they are.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you. God is love. Makes sense to me. Rena, if you're talking to us, we can't hear you. There you are.
I only have one sentence.
Yeah.
To me, I guess energy. To me, energy is God. I think the word God is can feel quite, and just the word itself can feel quite controversial to me, but I think of it as energy, and it lives within me.
Amen. I love that. I will add in one of my favorite quotes about God is from Eric Fromm, who said that the word God is no more than a placeholder for our highest ideals.
It's nice.
Like that.
Yeah. That God is just a placeholder for our highest ideals. God damn it. Right? That's using the word God as the largest adjective there is.
Put that in your cookie bites, Rabbi, please.
In my cookies. Yes. Do you mean the 2 points I send out afterwards? I'm going to start calling them my 2 cookie bites. I like that better. Hi, Emily. You dropped in on us.
Yeah. I somehow. How did I do that?
The
The
breakout
rooms
rooms
are
are
closing in
ending.
like 38 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, good to see you. Emily, you're back in Idaho.
I am. I'm back here. I've been about 3 weeks, and it's up high. It's a mile high, and so I've been a real rag since I gotten back. So tired with the red blood cells.
You're not
having
getting
gone
enough
down.
air. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
Tired.
anyway.
How'd your group go?
Well, I accidentally kicked out of it. I don't know how I did that.
Well,
I just
Interesting. Yeah. Anyway, no, my beloved is my beloved. You know, nobody else is.
Welcome back.
That was bad.
Oh my God, I don't know how I got kicked out.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay.
Bad
We ran out of
theology.
time.
Before I get kicked out.
We're all good. So talk to me, people. I was not in your small room. I do not know what happened. Were there? What is there you want to share out? What learning or wisdom came from your group? Either something said or something that came out just in the dynamics. Go ahead, Jack.
The one thing that didn't surprise me is that our group was total diversity of energy. Everything was okay. Nothing negative about it. It was a positive expression of who they felt they were to life.
Thank you, Jack.
Okay.
It's a good summary. And go ahead, Greg.
We pretty much came to the awareness that we each have a different concept of God. And first of all, we will never be able to understand him completely. but I feel there's a way to increase our awareness of him and appreciate him, no different than any of you. You know, the more I would talk with you and see you and think about the things that we would share in a conversation, that's how I would get to know you more. And I think that's what happens with some people who delve into trying to understand uh, God and how He fits within our uh, concept of life here on Earth.
Amen. Thank you, Greg. I think I saw
You're
another.
welcome.
Somebody else want to share their God thoughts? And remember, we're going for 70%, and that's
Daniel's
Can
hand was
you?
up.
We'll get Daniel. Go ahead, Daniel. Thanks, Gord.
Yeah, my group was fantastic, and I just want to share because it was moving to me that one person shared that they plant seeds but they don't make them grow. Another was about just energy or energy forces. Another was about like the stuff that you can't define. And another was a person who's a scientist, and the person who's a scientist that was in my group. Thank you. You got it cut off because of the 7-minute limit, but I really appreciated what you were saying about sort of your amalgam of different perspectives. And my mind was that I really don't know. Well, here's what I said. I went into that subgroup thinking I really don't know what God is. But I came out having heard what other people said, going, "Oh yeah, I kind of do. I kind of do."
Nice.
And that was helpful for me to be aware that I do have, like, I might not necessarily define it as God, but just I tapped into specifically the notion of energy and how there is an energy, a life force, or something that's bigger than me, and connects from the sort of from the bacterium to the cosmos, and just sort of dug that.
I love it. I love it. Daniel, I tell a story sometimes about two poets who are in love and they write the most beautiful poetry to express their love to each other. And then I ask the question, is my love for Jane any less because I can't word it as well? And the answer is yes. And she's suffering, and that's no. The answer is no. You can't express it as beautifully as other people. That's why the people at Hallmark Cards get paid. They can write cards better than I can. There are people whose theology is more polished than mine might be. That's fine.
Yeah.
Larisse and then Ron.
In our group, the ladies were coming from a place of growing up with a very strict let me know if I'm wrong, girls, very strict religious background. And they were trying to find, when they got old, they were trying to find their own way. And it's very challenging. And so that's challenging going through. Where my mind didn't have that, so I get to pick and choose what I wanted to do.
Good.
But I said that I know I say this, but I don't as long as it's not shoved on me, then I respect everybody.
Yeah, amen.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not go trying to nail shoes onto other people's feet. Ron.
Yeah. We had a lovely time. But I want to share my last sentence with the group.
Please.
And it's, the more I learn about your understanding of God or the divine, the more I understand my own.
Perfect.
The more I understand yours, the more I understand my own. That's really beautiful.
Yeah, I think, Ron, we spoke some time ago about doing R&D, research and development on life together, right? And that's that's having the humility to understand that I can't possibly know everything. So I need your eyes too.
That's beautiful.
Thank you, Dennis.
Amen.
Anyone else want to share out about? I'll share out what Ruth referred to as one of my little cookies. So I'll share one of my little cookies was from Eric Fromm, who said he talked about how the notion of God evolved throughout the Bible. That the notion of God went from that of jealous totalitarian ruler to constitutional monarch. And then once God transforms from constitutional monarch to a nameless deity of history. I am the God of your forefathers, the God that brought Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And then God becomes an invisible force with Moses, God with no name. And then Fromm says that the way he uses the word God now, is that God is a placeholder for his highest ideals. That the word God is a placeholder for our highest ideals. So that's going to be
apply.
Yeah. Anything else on? I don't want to shut down the topic of God. We don't get to it very often. Go ahead, Bob.
I think Dennis wanted to say something.
Thank you.
Oh no, I did.
No, Bob was ahead of me, I think.
Let's go, Bob, then Candace.
Oh, Candace.
Well, done a lot of thinking about this, and don't have any absolute claim to what I'm about to say. And that is that I think that humanity has created God rather than the other way around. And that if we look at some being, some source, some existence that is beyond our understanding, that we are here somehow. We came into being, but we don't know how that, I don't know how that happened. And that when I look at eternity, I can't imagine that because to me it means that it always is. And that we live in a temporal environment. And so we tend to apply that to our externals. And so I look at it rather than God, I look at it as creator. And that is it that we are here to learn how to love, how to become one again.
Amen.
And so that I'm no longer burdened by that concept that I grew up with in the Catholic Church as to where God is.
Wonderful, and I'm glad you've grown. Thank you for sharing. I got Ruth and then Rebecca.
I would very much like for God not to be a man, but to be neutral.
Amen. Amen. And actually, in the very first parts of creation story, it says God made them, speaking of the first two creation, in God's image, male and female, both God created them in God's image.
But God is always referred to as a man.
Well, that's a mistake. I looked, and God's pronouns are definitely they, them.
So maybe.
Go ahead, Rebecca.
I would just, thank you. I would just say that for me, God is a verb and not a noun, a verb. And this whole idea of being or becoming, as others have said, it's beyond our minds to
Beautiful.
really grasp what it means, but I like that we're moving beyond a thing, a thing or a person, which I agree with what was said that man certainly has created. And I'm reading a book right now called The Ultimate Deception. I think that's what it's called. And it says how God created man and man created God. So
Okay. Mutual.
it's all about the same thing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Mhm.
James, I love we got all these new voices coming in. Thank you. James, what do you got?
Yeah, I really like the idea of God as a verb. And I think God is love, and love is a noun, but love is also a verb. And it can be those two things at the same time. And it's our job to manage that.
Thank you, James. And the rest of us are just angry that that's not actually a green screen, and you are in what looks like paradise there.
Yeah, sorry.
We're happy for you. Happy for you, James. Candace, and then Daniel, and then Carol.
Yeah. Well, what I found interesting in our group is that nobody thought of God as the so-called religious God. Some didn't even call it God. And amongst the five of us, I found that really interesting.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you for noticing that and telling us. Daniel, then Carol.
Yeah, I wanted to riff. Well, first of all, I'm going to say, Ruth, I love your scarf. I'm a big fan of orange, and your scarf is fabulous. The picking up on what Rebecca said about energy, and James kind of riffing on that as well, or not energy, about a verb, and love is a verb, and that's one thing I sort of in my relationship with my wife. As I say, love is a verb, and so I try to do things. We try to do things for each other. The doing of is the expression of that love. It's not just some ethereal thing. And hearing what people are saying and kind of thinking about the notion of God, I was raised as a Protestant, and I felt as a kid, there was a separation between me and God. I felt like I was told that God was this other thing over there and that I really didn't have to mess with it too much, with them too much, because it was sort of established, it was codified, and I just had to go on my merry way with my life. But as I've grown, I say no to that. I'm like, no, God is a verb. I have to do things. I have to do things in relation to that. I can't just sort of be one of the, again, sort of the notion of like you go to church on Sunday, but then you hit your neighbor on Wednesday, type of thing. I don't want to be that person. So the idea of how God is, I am God, is that part? I don't know. I'm just kind of riffing on the idea of eliminating that separation. It's not this entity that exists over there somewhere. It's actually in me as well.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Thank you, Daniel. Both and thinking, right? It can be something and its opposite. It can be part of us and not part of us. Carol, please go ahead. Thank you.
I like Dylan Thomas. The force that drives through the green fuse drives the flower.
Oh, read that again, would you please?
The force that drives through the green fuse drives the flower.
The force of the green fuse, the flower. All right. Can you spell that out to theology a little?
God is that outside of which there is no reality.
Right.
God is reality. And we learn, the more we learn about God, because God is in everything. I'm a panentheist. Thank you, Spinoza.
Okay, so now let me just make it clear for everyone. That's not pantheism, it's panentheism.
Right. Not everything is God. Everything is in God. God is the force that drives the power through the green fuse.
I plant the seeds, but I don't make them grow.
Yeah.
Right.
I heard a stand-up comedian say, looking for God is like trying to meet J.K. Rowling at Hogwarts.
Pete Holmes.
Say that again, James.
Pete Holmes. He's
Is that
my man.
Pete Holmes?
He's the one who's tells the story that the road manager from AC/DC says God is the blanket that we throw over the mystery to give it shape.
Right. Thank you. You've shared that in the past. Thank you. Hi, people. So now I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking we're going to shift to Maria for a moment and take all of our theologies and focus it on helping people feel light and love. Something like that. Go ahead, Maria.
These are the people to whom we are sending light and love. Chad and Lisa, Sheridan H., Aru Lane Hill, Ebony and Beth Carney, Tony and Spirit, Cullen and kids, Nick and Julie, Lois and Daryl, Patrick, Reed and Gwen, Bob Oppenheim's family, and Shirley and Olivia. If there is another person in our community to whom we can offer light and love, please put their name in the chat and I will add them to the list on Facebook. And for the people who aren't named, but who are in our thoughts, we send them light and love as well.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you all. I have a quick announcement.
It's okay not to be okay.
If you think it would help to hear yourself say this aloud, please take a moment. Say it aloud.
It's
Okay, not
to be okay.
How many of you believe that? Good. It's okay not to be okay. Gosh, does our society put some pressure on us to be okay and fine all the fucking time? It's exhausting. It's not real. And I think we're doing ourselves and others harms by pretending. Carol, go ahead.
In a parochial school, the teacher asked a second grade kid, "Who do you think God is?" And the kid said, "God isn't a think, God is a feel."
Oh. God is not a think, God is a feel. That's beautiful.
I thought.
I like that. God is a feel.
I have a quote that I've been wanting to bring in for weeks. And so today's my lucky day. It's from an author named John Maxwell. He says, "When I am wrong, make me willing to change. When I am right, make me easy to live with." When I'm wrong, make me willing to change. When I'm right, make me easy to live with.
That's good.
Which one do you need to work on more?
Both.
Right.
No. There's no tie exact 50-50. You got to pick one.
The latter.
I need to be easier to live with.
You need to be easier to live with.
I'm working on being wrong less.
That reminds me.
Yeah. How many of you know of people who could use this advice? Share it with all the members of my household.
Dangerous.
And we could share it with the White House. I don't have anyone in mind, mind you, but
Sneaky one under the radar there. Okay, I got another quote. This is from my best friend Larry. I screenshotted a email, a text message. Larry says, "Our standards are beyond us for a reason." Our standards are beyond us for a reason.
30, I think 11:30. Check with her.
there's a recording of Robin Williams doing a stand-up, and it's on alcoholism. And at one point he says, when you're lowering your standards faster than you can break them. And which was, I kind of like that.
You lower your standards. Our standards are beyond us for a reason. And you know what that means to me? It means I'm going to fail. I'm not going to be able to reach my standards. That's great. That means I have higher standards than how I am. We shouldn't reach our standards. Go ahead, Jack.
As long as I live, I will always be a victim of myself.
Ooh.
That's good, Jack. You should write or something. All right, I got a few more. I'm just going to pile up the quotes I've been holding on to. Let go of the certainty of knowing what others should do.
Yeah.
Could you repeat that?
Yes, I can. Let go of the certainty of knowing what others should do. Gulp. See some of your faces on that one. Like, you might be right, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
This one we've hit. Do not dismiss people just because you can find something about them that is not perfect or you do not like. That's our 70% rule. Do not dismiss people just because you can find something about them that is not perfect or you do not like. And I got one last one.
The other day I was arguing with my son. I was claiming that we should unplug the toaster after you use it because it can be a friend told me it was a fire hazard and he was a fireman. So we were arguing about it. And Dan decided to ask Alexa. And Alexa said that you should unplug the toaster. And I loved being right.
Mm-hmm.
But did you ask if you should unplug Alexa?
Thank you.
That's like Google.
That's good. Well, folks, I'm going to stop us off here. Take a look around. Wave to... Oh, wait. What happened to my wavy one? That one. Wave to each other. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, you're welcome to please join us. And those of you who are new around here, thanks for coming and being part of the group.